This is a historic picture here dating back to 1936. You can say the first Quran school in all of North America. Abdullah Ajram, Abdullah Igram 12, and Hussein Shironic 7 are shown in the picture holding copies of the Quran from which they have learned to read in the Arabic language, and they memorized the Quran back in the 1930s. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. It is my distinct privilege and honor to be standing in one of the oldest mosques, in fact, the oldest standing mosque in America, in all of North America. This is in Cedar Rapids, Iowa, and we are standing in the first called the Mother Mosque. And I'm very privileged and honored to be meeting some of our elders who were raised in this particular community. This mosque, it was purchased for the Muslim community exactly 100 years ago. 1925 is when they purchased this land, and it took a while for them to construct the building that we're standing in. It was constructed around 1935, 36, and we're standing in the original building. A group of Muslims, a group of Arabs from Lebanon came to this region in order to have hardware stores, open their commercial businesses, and also to have farmland. And so one person, called others, their family, their friends, and before you knew it, we had around 50, 60 people here. And some of them are, alhamdulillah, amongst us now. They were born and raised. So frankly, this is, in my own travels and experiences to over 400 communities in North America, I have never met, fourth generation Muslims. We are standing with people who are now in their 70s and 80s, and they were born and raised here in this mosque. So if we can very quickly do a round of introductions.
Hamza Igram.
You are fourth generation.
I'm fourth generation.
Fourth generation.
Paul Habhab.
Paul Habhab, and you were born here in?
I'm born here in Iowa.
In Iowa, yes.
Hassan Igram.
And you are third generation?
Third generation.
Third generation, yes.
Mohammed Shironic.
Which family was that?
The Shironic.
The Shironic family. And your grandfather?
Correct.
Grandfather, yes. And your name? Your name?
Anis Asi,
Anis Alsi.
1937.
1937.
Father
mashallah.
came over in 1902.
1902,
I
mashallah.
was born in Cedar Rapids.
This is your mosque when you were a child,
Yes.
mashallah. And you are?
Bill Yahya Asi, born 1941.
1941, mashallah.
And my father came because of his father bringing him here. They were
Mashallah.
brothers.
Oh, so your two fathers, so your two cousins, so your fathers came over in
Yes.
1905, you said?
1902.
1902, wow, subhanallah. And
I'm Mohammed Ajram.
Muhammad Ajram,
I
mashallah.
came here, my father came here 1913.
1913.
About that time.
Yes, and you were used to pray in this particular mosque as a child. This is where you absorbed your Islamic identity. You heard the Quran for the first time.
First place?
Yes, the
right
first
here.
place, right here.
Generation.
Wow.
We're second
Second
generation.
generation,
We are
mashallah.
the second generation.
Mashallah.
The others
Yes.
were before us.
My name is Salwa Igram, and I'm second generation, born and raised in Toledo, Ohio.
And your parents came when?
What was then Greater Syria.
Greater Syria. But what year did they come to Toledo?
Hard to tell. My dad was 13 years old when he came. I don't know. He's
It would have
been
been about the
gone.
time when my dad came.
About the time.
Yeah, so 1910s, 1910s.
Yeah,
a lot of them
somewhere
came
in there.
Yeah, okay. And of course we have here none other than
The
Tarek Igram,
oldest
born
guy.
and raised in Cedar Rapids, fourth generation as well.
fourth generation and a good friend of mine, a graduate of Jam Islamiyya, mashallah. The first, mashallah, fourth generation American Muslim to graduate from Jam Islamiyya is the pride of, mashallah, our community here. A good friend of mine, alhamdulillah.
I believe that Abbas Habhab came in 1888. There were
1888.
There were
Wow.
four
I'm
brothers.
second
Abbas,
generation on my
Yusuf.
father's side. My grandfather came.
So your
in 19
grandfather came.
My
okay.
grandfather and his grandfather are brothers.
Okay.
My mother and his mother are sisters.
Okay.
So I'm the first generation on my mother's side.
Mashallah.
second
So
generation.
1888.
That's when Abbas came. There were four brothers. There was Yusuf,
First generation in this
Ali,
country 'cause our parents-
Musa.
Musa,
and
Ali,
Abbas.
Joe,
Second
and
generation.
Yes.
Yusuf and Abbas.
And where are they buried?
In Fort Dodge.
In Fort Dodge.
no,
Okay.
Well, Abbas is buried here in Cedar Rapids.
In Cedar Rapids, yeah. So he came in 1888 to America, and he's buried here in Cedar Rapids.
Buried here in Cedar Rapids.
This is probably the first, or of the first Muslim immigrant graves that we have. And your graveyard here is the oldest as well, right?
Way out, maybe you can take
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to take
Yeah,
Dave,
so,
Dave was the first
Okay.
We're going to talk to you later
Okay.
about some of
Yeah.
that story.
Abdullah Igram is your older brother. He has passed away, Abdullah Igram, so this is his younger brother. And Hussein Shironic 7, this is his son, Muhammad. Correct. Muhammad Shironic, this is his son here. So this is, Hussein is his father, and Abdullah is his brother here. This, we have the living memory of how the Quran has been preserved. It's really, and this happened in this mosque, right?
Yes.
That's right. This happened in this mosque. So they read it in this very room. This picture was taken in this room. This was the first Sunday school for the Quran. SubhanAllah, from here, Now we have at the very least 500 Islamic schools across the country from which Father being produced every few weeks, every few months. It all began right over here in the basement of Cedar Rapids. SubhanAllah, how Allah has preserved this religion. I was talking to the elders here about their childhood, their experiences. SubhanAllah, you know, their memories are just so profound, and I strongly encourage Tariq and your generation to really videotape and have these memories here, because what they tell us about how Islam was preserved and practiced in the 30s and 40s, subhanAllah, it's really something that we need to benefit from. Because of the community was so small, the daily routine or the weekly routine couldn't have centered around Friday. Actually, it was Thursday night, because the community couldn't all of them come Friday. So Thursday night was when they would come and they would preserve their identity, their whatever Arabic, whatever. They didn't have a full-time sheikh. They did not have a full-time scholar, but whatever the elders knew, they preserved. They taught their children the basics of the deen. They taught their children that they're Muslims. One of the elders was saying that, his father said to him that when it's the day of Eid, then be proud you're a Muslim and don't be embarrassed, and tell your friends that, you celebrate the day of Eid. These small memories, their earliest memories are the memories of Eid and the memories of coming, for Jumu'ah. Their Quran teachers were their own fathers and uncles, because they didn't have a full-time sheikh. But this is how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala preserves this religion. MashaAllah, we now have fourth generation American Muslims living here, and it's something that really makes the heart so humbled and so proud to see. And this is really the reality of our faith. Wherever it goes, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protects it. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala blesses his people. These are through and through American Muslims. They're proud to be Muslims, they're proud to be American, they preserve their identity, they demonstrate what it means, they've contributed back. Everywhere I go in this city of Cedar Rapids, their communities, their families are well known. They've contributed to the civic society over here, and that's what we need to learn from Islam in this country. This is one strand. There are other strands as well in other places, and inshallah we'll talk about those in other lectures. But for now, inshallah we'll have some more lectures about this. But genuinely very, very humbled and very, very honored to be in the presence of such pioneers. I wish I could have met your elders to learn from them as well, but you are preserving their memories and legacies, and I pray that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala preserves your generations and legacies as well through your efforts, inshallah. Jazakumullah khair. Assalamu alaikum.